Well, good morning, everyone. I'm going to call the November 6th San Diego LAFCO meeting to order. Can we have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Desmond,
Here.
Commissioner Anderson, absent. Commissioner Becker,
Present.
Commissioner White,
Present.
Commissioner McKenzie, present. Commissioner Willis,
Here.
Commissioner Whitburn,
Here.
Commissioner Commissioner Vanderlyn is absent. Alternate Commissioner Vargas, absent. Alternate Commissioner McCann, absent. Alternate Commissioner Drake,
Here.
alternate Commissioner Von Wilpert, absent. Alternate Commissioner Mathis.
Present. Here.
So alternate Commissioner Mathis will vote in place of Commissioner Vanderlyn, who is absent, and there is a quorum with 7 members present.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's see, Commissioner McKenzie, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Ready? Yeah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. So I think we already decided this. I just have to ask, are there any commissioners participating remotely today? I don't see anybody.
No.
No? All right. Keen, do we have any updates or changes to today's agenda?
No changes to the agenda, but just to note, that includes when we sent out the agenda last week, we did provide notice therein that we were canceling one of the previously scheduled hearings today. So if anyone is here or participating remotely for what is listed as 6B, the AJX Homes reorganization, we will reschedule, but you are more than welcome to make comments during public comment, and we will have those noted for the record just in case. So other than that, Chair, we're good to go.
All right, thank you very much. Any commissioners have any updates or changes they want to make to the agenda? Seeing none, hearing none, we'll move on then. Public comments. Do we have any public comments for anything not on today's agenda? Anyone calling in or online?
None.
None, okay. All right, moving along. To the consent items, we have 5A through G on consent. Is any items any of the commissioners would like to pull or discuss? Hearing none, seeing none, is there a motion for the consent items?
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion by
I'll second.
Commissioner Willis, second by Commissioner White. No other discussion, comments? Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Desmond,
Yes.
Commissioner McKenzie,
Yes.
Commissioner Willis,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitburn,
Yes.
Commissioner White,
Yes.
Commissioner Mathis.
Yes.
So there is 7 in favor, 0 opposed, with 1 absent. The motion passes.
Okay, we're going to move on to our public hearing items. Item 6A is the one that's before us today. As is keen to mention, 6B has been canceled, but people can still speak on it if they so wish. Do any commissioners have any ex parte communications they need to disclose for this item 6A?
I'm supposed to be with the general manager at Lakeside Water.
Okay,
Get Brett.
all right.
Last name's escaping me, Brett
Sanders.
Sanders. That's it.
Okay, it seems to be all the ex parte we have. So with that, let's open the public hearing. Item 6A. Keen, would you like to kick this thing off?
I will hand it over to Michaela.
Good morning, Chair Desmond and Commissioners. Michaela Peters for the record. The reorganization proposal before the Commission has been initiated by resolution of application by the Lakeside Water District, and as detailed in the agenda report, has been in the works for over 6 years now. The proposal itself seeks 3 distinct boundary change approvals from the Commission. A, the first and primary request involving annexing 80 unincorporated acres to Lakeside Water District, and in doing so, expand the agency's authorized retail water service area. The second and third requests involve annexing the same 80 unincorporated acres to San Diego County Water Authority and Metropolitan Water District, and in doing so, expand these agencies' authorized wholesale water service areas. As for the affected territory itself, the referenced 80 unincorporated areas is being shown on the screen. It comprises 2 non-contiguous areas that lie in the north reaches of the lakeside community and close to the Oak Oasis County Park. Within the affected territory, there are 17 legal parcels, each with a developed single-family residence and collectively housing an estimated population of about 60. Also within the affected territory are some private roads, as well as portions of some public roads, specifically Genesis Way and Yerba Valley Way. The purpose of the proposal itself is to make available public water service to the affected territory, and in doing so remedy increasing concerns for groundwater. The proposal timing follows an approximate 6-year process of discussions and negotiations between Lakeside WD and area landowners on how to pay for the necessary infrastructure expansion. Specifically, how to fund the cumulative expansion of about 700 linear feet of the public distribution system. The 6 years of discussions ultimately produced an agreement in early 2023 in which the 17 landowners have agreed to pay for the $1.3 million cost to extend the transmission line via a 40-year financing plan sponsored by Lakeside WD. As for the administrative review performed by staff, all statutory and local policies sufficiently check out and are detailed in the agenda report with one qualifier that merits attention by the Commission. This qualifier ties to the concurrent need for sphere amendments to accommodate the requested boundary changes. Notably, LAFCO policy L106 says LAFCO shall produce a municipal service review to inform any sphere amendments in the last MSR on record, if the last MSR on record is more than 5 years old, unless waived by the Commission. In this case, staff believes a waiver is appropriate given the relatively modest size of the amendments, i.e. the 80 acres, plus the overall certainty established in analyzing the proposal's impacts. Accordingly, and assuming the Commission is agreeable to the waiver, we recommend you proceed with all of the following actions. A, approve the reorganization as submitted with matching sphere amendments for all 3 subject agencies. B, approve standard conditions. C, approve an exemption finding under CEQA, and D, approve the waiving of protest proceedings so long as none are filed with the Commission by the close of this hearing. That concludes my presentation. I'm open for questions, and so is Kim. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions of Michaela? No? I got a real quick question. I'm in favor of the item, but on the 2 parcels, are they adjacent to the current Lakeside Water District? Are they butt up against it, or they're not, just more islands further out?
They are adjacent.
Okay.
Yes.
Both of them?
Yes.
Oh, all right, good. So I got. Anybody else have any questions? Do we have any public comment on this item? Okay.
No public comment.
Any commissioner thoughts, agreements, motion?
I'm gonna make a motion.
Okay, Mr. Willis, with the
We go with
motion.
the staff recommendations.
Okay, I'll second that motion.
I'll second that.
Okay, we'll give it to you, Ms. Becker.
Chair Disney,
Yes.
can we check with the audience member who just walked in just to see if they were here for? Excuse me, through the chair, you walked in right as we were about to take an order. Are you here for 6A? The Lakeside item?
Yes, I am.
Would you like to?
Did you want to speak on it?
No, I'm representing the district.
Oh, do you want it?
I've been working on it for like 8 years.
All right.
That's a definite yes.
Sorry, it's a little late, there was some traffic hold up.
Okay. All right. Well, we have a motion to approve and a second. A roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Desmond?
Yes.
Commissioner McKenzie?
Yes.
Commissioner Willis?
Aye.
Commissioner Whitburn?
Yes.
Commissioner White?
Yes.
Commissioner Mathis?
Yes.
So there are 7 in favor, 0 opposed, 1 absent. The motion passes.
All right. See you later.
Thank you.
Short and sweet.
There's one meeting
All
down.
that happened for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, before we move on to the business calendar, we still have 6B here that people could talk on. Do we have anyone here that from the public that wants to speak to 6B?
None, I don't have any.
Okay, good, thank you. All right, moving on to the business calendar. This is we have items 7A and B. Moving on to this. Keen, what do we got for us here?
We have Carol for the staff presentation.
Alrighty, good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
So before you today is a proposed update to our 5-year study schedule that serves as LAFCO's guide in policy to address our tasking statute to regularly prepare municipal service reviews, or MSRs. The update has been initiated by staff with 2 goals in mind. First, the update serves as a true-up by reestablishing connectivity between the study schedule and present activities given we have fallen behind. Second, the update serves as an enhancement by transitioning the study schedule from a fixed schedule to a rolling schedule where only the first year listings is set, while the remaining 4-year listings are tentative. The purpose of the update is to better position the Commission to sync the study schedule with real-time accounting for resources and priorities. With these goals in mind, I'd like to offer up a couple of context comments before going into the specifics of the proposed update. The current study schedule contemplates LAFCO preparing roughly 25 regional municipal service reviews for the 5-year period between fiscal years 2022 and 2026. This includes preparing 10 MSRs over the first 2 years, so fiscal year 2022 and 2023. To date, staff has completed 3 of those 10 MSRs that are calendared for the first 2 years, and these involve the regions of Escondido, Ramona, and the Fallbrook Rainbow. The preparation of the other 7 calendared MSRs for the first 2 fiscal years remain ongoing despite now being well into fiscal year 2024. So it's this disconnect that has prompted us to come forward today with the proposed update to the study schedule and the reference goals of A, truing up the study schedule while also B, enhancing it with more flexibility. As for the proposed update before you today, it would take all the existing MSRs calendared that are not complete and reapportion them over a new 5-year period restarting in fiscal year 2024, and this would carry into fiscal year 2028. Fiscal year 2024 would include all 8 MSRs the Commission drew from the current study schedule in adopting the work plan and as shown here on this present slide. The balance of the updated study schedule would generally reset the remainder of the MSRs in their existing order between fiscal years 2025 and 2028 as shown on the next slide. However, and this goes to the reference enhancement, the rest of the MSRs calendared between years 2 and 5 would be explicitly tentative. The proposed study schedule update would now be subject to an annual activity where the Commission would decide, and this would be based on progress to date as well as available resources, which MSRs roll over versus which MSRs stay put. This annual activity would sync with the budget and work plan process and get memorialized with the Commission resetting the 5-year study schedule each year, and in doing so, better align with the moving target features that go into scheduling and preparing MSRs. To conclude, it's staff's recommendation that the Commission proceed with approval of the proposed update to the study schedule, and in doing so, replace the current version from June 2022. And if you have any questions, staff is most certainly available. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, appreciate it, and that's a lot on your plate. Lots of studies coming down the pipe, but appreciate it. Any comments or questions from the commissioners? Commissioner Anderson.
If you need a motion, I'm happy to make the motion. It seems in the short time I've been on LAFCO, we do this, but with board letters, it's not, I think giving staff the flexibility to do it only makes sense. So, thank you.
And I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Commissioner McKenzie, you have a comment?
I have a question. I don't see the Port District in any of this list, and they are an independent special district. Are they getting a special dispensation?
So on the topic of the port, I think we actually do have them
Are they in here?
notionally included in the metro section of the San Diego, but it's kind of, again, it's tentative and it's subject to the commission having a discussion at a future meeting, which was brought up at the end of the last meeting as to where exactly does the port fall in the LAFCO regulatory scheme. So right now it's tentative, but it's going to be up to the commission to set that, and we hope to have that discussion in December.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Well,
have
there
that.
is, well, their enabling act states that they're an independent special district, so how do they,
So we'll have
so we're
that.
gonna have that discussion as to how they get out of being reviewed like everybody else?
No, it's just they've never been in that review process, and so we're gonna talk, in December, you'll have an opportunity to voice and potentially vote on that, to bring them in. Okay. Is that right?
And I agree with the motion maker, trying to look 5 years out and put it in concrete, just as we have noticed, just doesn't work. But I think when this goes out to all the cities and the special districts, it's very clear that, hey, this is a tentative lot in the next 4 years.
Thank you.
All right. So, Commissioner Willis?
Yes, Keen, I may have asked this before, but are there any glaring areas where we're really behind on NSRs? For example, maybe, when's the last time we did the cemetery districts? I mean, this is going back before you were even here, so.
Well, probably the one that is on our top of the to-do list with the County Water Authority. I don't think we've ever done one on the Water Authority, so that's one that's on our #1 list.
Okay.
I'd put Sandy on that list as well.
I think a lot of
Some
people would.
oversight there would be beneficial, I think. So, all right, but that's gonna be coming in December. All right, so we have a motion and a second. Do you have any speakers on this item?
No speakers.
No, okay, thank you very much. All right, we have a motion and a second. Do we need a vote on this, or is this just, this is an action
Yes.
item? Okay, a roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Anderson?
Aye.
Commissioner Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Desmond?
Aye.
Commissioner McKenzie?
Aye.
Commissioner Willis?
Aye.
Commissioner Whitburn?
Yes.
Commissioner White?
Yes.
Commissioner Mathis? So there are 8 in favor, 0 opposed, the motion passes.
All right, thank you very much. Item 7B, this is a report on the outside travel to the LAFCO annual conference. We had 2 representatives that had to go to Monterey in October, and that would be Commissioners McKenzie and Willis. So do we have any update?
Well, just quickly on my end, before I hand it over, I just wanted to, thank the commission for budgeting the travel. So all staff, Les Hawley was able to go with Commissioners Willis and McKenzie up to Monterey for a 3-day conference. Certainly staff had a great time being able to network with our peers and hear what's going on. And then I will defer to Commissioners Willis and McKenzie for their thoughts.
Yes. I strongly object that Joe lost by a coin toss on her seat.
Sid, what again?
She lost by a coin toss.
Who did?
Joe,
Oh,
on her seat, on her reelection.
oh, really? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. It was a tough coin flip.
Oh, you
So,
brought your own coin. Anyway.
So, it's unfortunate, I obviously supported Joe. I just want to say that, to me, it's always a positive experience going to the LAFCO conference. I love the interaction with the other LAFCO commissioners who are, they're city councilmen, I love hearing what's happening with them. And just to gain knowledge that way, and so it's, I find it an extremely valuable part of time spent. This is what I wanted to say overall.
Commissioner McKenzie, did you have anything?
Yeah, real quick to tag on, I was going to try and keep it a secret, but no. There was an election at the, well, we call it the Region Round Table. And what we did, we combined that with the Southern Region. Sorry about that. Am I on? Okay. And we combined that with the Southern Region. And at that time, we have elections for each region. And special districts was up and the county seats were up. There was one person running from Riverside County Supervisor, so he elect by no vote. no one needed to vote. And then there was a lady from Hillendale, that's been trying to get on LAFCO board for the last 3 years. And I've been able to carry the vote for the last 3 years. Well, this time it was there's 6 counties, so it was a 3 vote. The next 3-3, the next, goes to the next step, you re-vote, it was still 3-3, no one gave up their vote. And then in the nomination policy, it's a flip of the coin.
Oh.
And that is why I don't gamble. But anyway, the scuttlebutt is that they're gonna look at changing the nomination procedure. So it's not by a flip of the coin. But anyway, everybody knew about it before I got to the main, to the main room. But one of the sessions was presenter was our own very own Keen Simons on 1563 outside services, which was very good, very informative, and there were a lot of additional questions. But tagging on to what Barry said was that I like going to these because you always learn something, and then also you're able to network. So I networked with those in Alpine, it was Alpine County, not Fergus, Alpine County. They have 1,200 people. They have 1,200 people in the whole county. When I moved into San Marcos 40 years ago, there was 5,000 in that area. So you can imagine that. But they have some challenges up there, so it's always interesting to be able to network, to find out what positives and their challenges are. And I do appreciate, Barry, your comment at during the election. I appreciate that. Thank you.
One last thing I wanted to mention, I was shocked to hear about what some counties are doing, like Tulum County had so much corruption. I thought we had issues. Man, oh man. Just anyway, it's amazing what you learn at these things.
Yeah, well, it's good. We appreciate you attending on our behalf and going there. And it's always great to network and learn from your peers. And when you think, like you just mentioned, Commissioner Willis, when you think you got it bad, you see some other place, it's got it worse. So appreciate all your effort and time and going up there, and glad it was pretty good.
And I would strongly suggest that the other commissioners who are on here, look at their calendar. It's, and I forget what date it is for next year, but it's September timeframe. So look at your calendars and schedule it.
I think it's October, isn't it?
I don't remember.
It's at Fish Camp. I remember it's at Fish Camp.
It's in Tenaya Lodge, just outside of Yosemite. Beautiful lodge, beautiful setting.
That might be enticing. Okay. All right. Well, this is an information item only, so thank you very much. Executive Officer's Report.
Thank you, Chair. Just one item, and all of you should have on the dais a letter from the Resource Conservation District of Greater San Diego, where Supervisor Anderson got his start in politics. But it's a very nice letter, so I wanted to share it with the Commission. As the Commission knows, you green-lighted an ad hoc committee process that was led by our own Adam Wilson. And we have a very nice letter from the director, Ann Baldridge, who pointed out their success over the last year, and it's still going on, and the progress is directly facilitated to your budget gesture to make Adam available to them. As Supervisor Anderson knows, there's been some historic beefs within the RCD world. Adam has done a great job in helping chart a new path, as well as your Deputy Commission Counsel, Alex Garrison, who also is noted in the letter. So I wanted just to point that out and offer my thanks to Adam and Alex if he's listening.
All right. Thank you very much, Adam. Appreciate that. Good. Okay. Do we have any commissioner announcements or requests for future items?
I do.
Yes, Mr. Willis.
I did mention this last meeting, I believe, but the possibility of having an annexation on us, so to speak, every 3 years. I'd like to get that on the agenda, either December, January, for discussion, so we can really take a serious look at that. Again, I brought this up because so many smaller districts can't afford this, can't afford annexation, the cost of it. So anyway, that's what I wanted to.
So it's basically on the cost of annexations?
To waive the fees, like every three, see if it's financially viable, waive it every 3 years, let's say, that we have one on us, so that a smaller district, for example, could afford it.
You gonna pony up for that?
Yeah, well, sure. Right.
Through the chair, so if it's okay with Commissioner Willis and the commission itself, we have been looking at that topic, and there's some layers to it with our
Okay.
fee schedule, whatnot, so perhaps I could just offer up an informational update, and then you could provide some direction as the commission as a whole as to whether you want to go forward as a body. So I will come back at the next meeting on
Okay,
the
great.
agenda.
Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
I just have one
Commissioner
question.
Mackenzie.
Doesn't our policy allow the EO to make that decision whether or not to waive all or portion of the fees?
We used to, you took that away, but nevertheless, it is a recommendation.
We make that decision.
Okay, well, I will bring back some options for information, and then the whole body can decide on the agenda if you want to go down a particular path.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, we don't have any closed session?
No.
No closed session.
What?
So, what time is it?
Shocking.
You got your hope for
All right, 25 minutes. This meeting's adjourned.
Right.